Honestly, I don't really know how to start this video without being cliche as fuck. I was gonna do like a, I got my water right here, but just gonna be a little bit of a realer video for you guys. Gotta be on some real shit. You know what I mean? Before I get to yapping, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm literally recording this and editing this. Hopefully, it's done and posted before the end of the new year. 2023 was one hell of a year. And I mean this in many ways. Like, it wasn't like, oh, it was just shit year. It was like, or it wasn't peak either. It just had so many different things happen. And I kind of just wanted to kind of just talk about that, to be honest. My name is Mr.Conscious, if you guys are new to the channel. I hope all of you guys are doing well. I kind of just, I don't really know what my channel is, I'm not gonna lie. I just kind of have a lot of things that I kind of want to say. And I'm like, let's do it. I also make music, shameless plug, but y'all can check that out. I actually think of 2023 as like December of 2022 all the way up until now. The reason why is because the end of the year has always kind of felt weird for me, I feel like. In a few hours when it's 2024, I'm not gonna feel like, oh, it's 2024, but maybe a month in, it's like, oh, it's kind of like that for me, at least when, you turn the next age, and I'm like, when I was 18, I was like, oh, I'm 18, but then it's like, when shit actually starts changing, then it's like, oh, wow, I'm actually 18, I feel 18. It's just always been like that for me, And at least specifically for this year, things started changing around the end of my senior year. Like I said, I have to make a separate video about that. But we're talking about 2023. So we date back to January 1st, 2023. I'm pretty sure I was on my racing simulator, which I don't know if you can see, but that's what I have my hand on right now. I think I was there just looking at the game, and I was just like, at Gran Turismo, and I was just looking at the game, and I was just like, wow, new year. And I was feeling a lot of things because all the things that were happening. And, this was, I think maybe people might have been over, I don't know. I just was kind of reflecting on just like, wow, in 6 months I'm gonna graduate. And, things started changing, relationships, situationships, friendships, things with family. And I've really come to this point where now it's like my whole life has then changed. And I don't even really know what happened. Like, I know what happened, but it's like, wow. Like, if I went back in time a year ago and like told myself everything that has happened up to this point, I'd be like, well, best play would have been not to play at all, I just kind of I guess why I titled the video Broken. It's like, I think it's not as if 2023 was the year everything went down, but when like something is like kind of broken, but kind of still like, you can kind of still put it back together to make it look like it's not, but it's like on that edge. That's kind of where I have been at this year. And now life has kind of finally just been like, yeah, nigga, like, gotta get this shit right. I don't know if you hear the noise in the background. It's my brother doing dishes. Should be the women's job, but, this new feminism era, women not doing dishes, makes no sense to me. Anyway, starting off, I was kind of getting over, not really getting over, but I was going through like a situationship. And, I know you shouldn't really like kind of worry about that shit because it's like, oh wow, y'all weren't even in a relationship, but like, it was one of those things where you were just like, y'all really was something, but not something, if that makes sense. And I honestly want to make a video about this because I think it was the first time I genuinely like fell for somebody, like to the point where it's like, love has always been like a weird thing for me, and I'm trying not to make this video like be just like, guys, please pity me, because I want to talk about the good things that happened this year. A lot of things changed, good and bad. And like I said earlier, when life had just kind of finally broke me down and it's like, all right, it kind of de-evolved me in a sense where I'm back at my roots. It's like, now I hold my life in my hands. And I'm air quoting because capitalism, and because, you know, I'm like still living with my parents, so I'm not really like living on my own like that, but still like back at my roots where I can kind of choose what I want to do with my life, based off of like what I actually put my time and energy towards type beat. And it just feels so weird because not even barely half a year ago, I didn't even have my license, or I was just about to get my license. I was still biking around this time around last year, even up till May before I graduated, you know, biking around city. But, you know, I got a better job because I was working a lame ass job. I was working at this damn restaurant. Yeah, fuck them niggas, bro. I got fired too, some lame ass shit. But I mean, I was gonna leave that place anyway, but like it opened up more opportunities. I remember search for all these different jobs. At one point I was trying to get me a sales job, you know, just like, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna sell people insurance. I'm like, really? I can make you some good money. And I didn't end up going for that. And now I work at my new job, which, you know, I like. People are pretty chill for the most part. When I say break it down to bits, it's like no longer can I live life how it was. You know, the amount of times that I put effort into people and other things and just got slapped back in my face, even for people that begged for me to, like, you know, practically begged for me, or would like ask like, oh, would you give me a chance, not judge me like everybody else, and just, you know, I'm not trying to come off like I'm a saint or like I'm just peak nigga. I am peak nigga, but like I'm not trying to, like, you know, because I'm just another nigga at the end of the day. I'm not anybody special other than just being special because of who I am. I'm just another person at the end of the day. But I really was out here being just such like a W to people and really going out of my way, you know, doing all I could for these people that most of them not even in my life anymore, or really in my life. And I'm just like, wow, I ended up doing nothing, or not doing nothing, but I ended up circling back. It's kind of like where you point all them fingers and now it all comes back to you. Not saying I wasn't the problem, even though I was never the problem, but I kind of invited situations to happen around me, and then I became victim to them because of what I did, you know, choosing to put my faith and energy in people that were unstable or low-key toxic, and how that brought up effect on me. And I had this natural instinct to want to help people and, you know, try and change things for better around me, whether it be people, things, situations, anything, you name it. Like it became so clear after I kept getting beat down over and over again, and life was like, look, nigga, we got to do something about that. You know, we got to finally, I don't know if anybody asked me this question. I feel like somebody did. Maybe my dad, or maybe I just thought of it. Like, imagine if I spent all the energy and effort, time, money that I put into other people trying to, you know, be like their fucking guardian angel, into myself. And what would my life look like? And, you know, I thought of all the things that I want to do in life, you know, like, you know, I want to pursue music, maybe do this. You know, I really love racing. I want to be able to do that professionally somehow, some way. And it's like, I was thinking to myself, like, have I ever really even gave my all to things in life? You know, and my dad always, you know, asked me about this, and it would annoy me, and I'd be like, nigga, like, you don't know the effort that I put in for people, or for people. And I kept thinking, I'm like, for other people. When do I put that time and effort into myself, you know? And it's not like I've never tried for something, but you know what I mean when I say really try. When I mean like you're fighting, like how you would be fighting for that, you know, that love-hate relationship, or you'd be fighting for that when people were actually fighting in lines for Black Friday, or when you're fighting to make that comeback in that game where you're like, nah, fuck that, y'all niggas got me fucked up. But I always was doing this for other people and never me. And I think this year had finally shown me, and it was obvious, like it's obvious, like really, like, you know, just me making that video about, you know, who be saved, like you can tell, like I was one of them. I had been the head ass niggas that would do everything he could to, you know, try and help, I guess in my case, a girl out to be a better person and escape their hoism or whatever the hell people call it. And it wasn't always just that, it was just people in general that I was just doing so much for. And like I said, most of the time I ended up getting fucked over because of it, whether people would take me for granted or they would try and spin this, you know, notion about me, create some drama out of just like, really? And you do this to me of all people? But it's like, as much as I get mad at these people, it's like, who put themselves in that situation? It's like, it's me, no one else. Because at the end of the day, it's like, I'm the one who's left with all that pain or anguish, because these niggas don't give a fuck. What they're gonna do is, they're just a cycle of trauma and drama, total drama, and so corny. And they're, that joke was so corny, I had to say. But they're just a cycle. They're just stuck in a cycle. They're stuck in the gutter. I gotta make a video about that. The gutter. When you're down in the gutter. I'm actually making an album called History of Gutter. Shameless plug. But yeah, I was left with all of that. I was left with the burdens that I imposed on myself, because sometimes these people didn't ask for that. Well, some people did, which is why it was kind of weird to like, you want to fuck me over after you, like, I'm trying to help you, I'm trying to, makes no sense, but like, people be people, you never know what they went through, what caused them to behave like that. But it's like, wow, I didn't deserve that. But it's like, yep, gotta take the L, because sucks to suck, Sometimes bearing the cross means you're bearing the cross, and you end up getting crossed. And I'm not trying to be cheesy, but I'm like being real. Like, it's really how it is. Like, you can really do all you want for somebody. They can ask you to, and they just really fuck you over, and then they make you look like crazy for doing it. I'm just like, wow, like, maybe I'm crazy, but like, you really didn't. Where's your soul at? Where's your heart? Where's the love? They always say tough love, but like, where's the love? But like I said, doing the most for everybody. And I try to look back on the times where I really tried to do something for myself. And there's only one time I really can think of where I tried to better myself. And it was like during the years of COVID, which I have to make a separate video about. And I know I've said it like 500 times in the video, but like, I have to, because like, I really wanted to be focused on that. And that's when my mental state was so bad. Like, it was just like, well, I mean, people had worse, obviously, but like, it was the worst it's ever been for me, where I was like, yeah, like, nah. And I was like, I don't want to ever be like this. I can't, because I know what this path leads down to. I've seen it, and I don't want to keep going down it. And somehow, some way, with enough delusion and faith and work and energy, I got out. And I'm not perfect, and life ain't amazing, but it's gotten a lot better. And I use what I went through to help other people. That's kind of was like, a good thing for me. But over time, it was like I still ended up neglecting the parts of me that I should be focused on, which is the same thing that even got me to that low point in my life, because I neglected so much inner work. And now this inner work is not so much, emotional understanding or just human understanding, but more of just like the things I want to do for my life. I would help people, like even trying to like help them figure out what they want to do for their life or their passion, or I try to get them talking about that, get them focused on that. Like, don't just like, because I really care about people and shit, and it's like, who gonna be that person for me? And obviously I got like a homie, like, his name's Dennis. He got a YouTube, you already know. He's my realest, like, he's the realest nigga I know. Like, I really love that nigga. Like, he is like a brother to me. And I have a brother. I have two brothers. But Dennis is like that to me. Like, he's family, because like, he was that one person who really just like looked at me and was like, I try to like talk about this without like max level glazing. Like, he probably gonna watch this video and he's just gonna be like jizzing and shit. He's like, oh. Like, I gotta like pull that clip up with Vegeta. He's like, yo, #1 Kakarot, you're the greatest warrior in existence. And every time I actually watch that scene, it always reminds me of like him. Not saying like he's like Goku and like Vegeta, but like, it's rare when you come across a person who like really's got your best interest in them. Like, it's really rare. And like I was saying, like I had that for other people, but like, who gonna be that for myself? And even though, like I said, my homie, he was like that for me, like, at the end of the day, only I can really chase the things I want to do. He might be on, like, telling me, like, oh, bro, you could do this, I believe in you, like, oh, let's, but I got to make those decisions. And like I said, like, I feel like I've spent so much time trying to help other people through their shit, and it's like, I've ended up neglecting what I want to do. And to be honest, I got some very hard to achieve goals, and they're gonna take some time, so it's not like it's as simple as like, all right, niggas, we got this, But still, I thought about all the time that I spent to those people that just ended up being wasted. Like, I mean, like, not even like, okay, I learned something, but kind of just like, wow, you generally wasted some time. Like, you just got fucked over. Like, you didn't need to do that. And I just like, imagine if that time was spent myself or working on the things I want to do. The amount of songs I could have made, the practice I could have gotten in with racing, the amount of videos I could have been making, I mean, now I got more experience and like more stories to tell that we can laugh at, but it's like, damn, it's like, wow. And I think 2023 really was showing me that like, I gotta pick and choose like who might enter my life, because that shit affects me, especially because of the type of person I am. Like, I really, when I get people in my life, like I really want them a part of my life. I don't like people leaving me. Probably got some attachment issues, some shit, real. But I try to keep them around, and I try to keep everybody blessed. Like, in a sense, as in like, try to make sure people good. And I kind of want that reciprocated, but I usually don't, because I be having too much faith in people, or maybe the world just going to shit, I don't know. And now that I got to this point where it's like, yeah, I made this realization, it's like, all right, so what I want to do. And I don't want to be that cliche person like, new year, new me, like, because it's going to take a lot. I don't think it's going to happen overnight, obviously, maybe next year. But I really just wanted to kind of open up about this, because like this year really just kind of showed me. And it wasn't just like with friends and relationships, like with work too, bro. Like all the people I've been seeing, like, because at my jobs I usually work with people older than me, like I'm usually like the youngest person there outside of maybe one or two other people. But like it'll be some grown ass like adults, and I'm just like, wow. Like, so it's like crazy, they'll be having conversations about their kids, marriage, whatever the fuck, on drama, and I'm just like, crazy. Like, we really in the same life, but not the same life, And I don't really judge them, because they go through their own shit, they got their own life. But I just think like, do I want to end up here? Because some of these people, like, that's it for them, and I'm just like, that's crazy. Like, I don't want to do that. But it's like, what have I really done? All this time I've spent worrying about other people, and it's like, yeah, they got different lives, but it's like, where do I really want to end up? What do I want to do? And obviously, like, I know now, and I've experienced a lot over 2023, and with the different jobs that I've worked at, because I've worked 3 different jobs this year, very hoppy, and I don't choose to leave. Like, I think I've gotten fired twice, and I left another one. Now I'm working my new job, and like I said, meeting different people, all walks of life, witnessing a lot of things. I was performing a lot more this year around downtown, at clubs. Like, I got a lot of stories to say, and another video for another time, that I keep saying over and over again. Just many things this year, up and down, that just kind of showed me, it's like, wow, like, life will really steer you wherever it wants, unless you do something about it. And now it's like, I've come to the realization where it's like, I have to do something about it. And it's like, it's gonna be definitely an experience for me, because it's like I said, I've never truly went all in. Like, I'm talking about, gotta lock in, nigga, on the things that I want to do, because it's like, I feel like a lot of things in life can really be solved easily. Not saying, oh, you should never work hard or whatever, but I'm like, you have people that bust their ass doing something, and somebody else can do it in some like goofy or like 1+1 way, and make things just pop better for them. You see this in so many things when it comes to work, internet culture, music, just everywhere in life, where it's like, the person, the middleman, the person who's really out there, doing all the shit, the good shit, they just get fucked over in the end, or they don't get appreciated the same. And like, we be on the copium with like, I'm right in the eyes of God, but it's like, at the end of the day, we all the same. So it's like, what does that really, I'm not gonna say what does that matter to, but it's kind of a little humiliating, and it is an excuse. It is an excuse, because like, you should just go hard just for the sake of doing it. But I'm just saying, for me personally, I've kind of always been on the fence about like putting my all into something, because the amount of times that I put my effort into things, and where it's like, just kind of, wow, whether it be people, relationships, or just like other things that I wanted to just kind of have figured out with my life. Like, I've been powerless in a lot of situations in my life. And now that I'm just I'm not gonna say magically, but abruptly in this situation was like, oh wow, now I do have power in my life. It's like, wow, I'm not used to this. I think 2023 is now showing me it's like, all right, here's the wake up call. Here's the wake up call, but you gotta pick up the phone. And as I pick up the phone, I'm sitting there and I'm looking in the mirror. And the voice that comes from the phone is the same voice that I hear in my head. And it's that voice that's telling me, lock in, nigga. And I keep listening to it and I'm thinking and I'm like, lock in. What do we want to do for the new year? What do we want to do for our life? How are we going to make it? What do we want ourselves to be? Who do we want to be? And I keep asking these questions over and over again because I'm like, for so long, everything that I envision has kind of just been a reality in my head, but it's like, how do I get that? How do I envision my reality to where it really becomes reality? Like it really, I don't know what's the word, but it comes to life, I don't know, manifestation, manifest. Yeah, that's the word. I guess this video has just kind of been a lot of tangents and me just yapping, but I'm hoping that when I make another video when I make a video about 2024 at the end, maybe I'll do like a year by year thing, just kind of see progression. I don't know, something like that. I'm hoping I watch this video a year from now and I'm like, let's go. But faith without work is dead. So I really just gotta do it. All the things that I learned, all the pain that I've been through in this year. Now I gotta walk with no fear, because God got me flying like a leer. He telling me in my head that the love is still here. Bars. Yeah, that was stupid. But anyway, it's real though. It's real though. Like real. They're having conversations with the man in the sky and I'm like, what do I do? And God never really just, here's how you do it, nigga. He's kind of like metaphoric with shit. And it's hard to understand, but when it hits, it's like, So, long story short, I should do a thing at the beginning of my videos where I'm like, if you want to skip the yapping, skip to this part in the video. And then I'd be like, gotcha, bitch, nigga. But this year has been a lot for me. And I'll probably go in detail when I make another video about post-COVID or something. But just the relationships, the friendships, family troubles, school, and now I'm in college, and it's like, whoa, taking this degree, I don't even know if I'm like, is this what I want to do? No, it's not, but it's like, do I have to do this? And it's like, I got this job now, working a lot too, getting home late. I don't know. I got like, another week or two to just kind of sit. Nah, I'm gonna be working damn near every day, but like, I have some time that I'm not at college until the semester begins to like kind of think and just plan shit and do shit, everything always in my head. And I wanted to leave, I want to envision, manifest my shit. And I guess this video is kind of like a shootout to the new year. And I wanted to share this with everybody. Anybody who gets to the end or even watch this video, W nigga. Or W human, W person, alien, whoever's watching this, W creature, thing that exists. But I'm hoping you guys all have a blessed new year. Happy New Year, happy holidays, all that shit. Happy Christmas. I was thinking about making a video, posting on Christmas, but now that I'm here at this point, I gotta hurry up and edit this video. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope everything goes well for you guys. If not, my bad, not there to carry. You should probably check out my music because I do got some like, clean shit, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. The Lonely Bachelor does it again. Yeah. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Outa. That was a little like cringe. I gotta be like, peace. Outa. Nah, still goofy. Happy New Year. Boom.
We probably gon' need a little more distance. Part of me hopes this love ain't finishing. I gotta be steady with the business. Mind in my heart, which one do I listen? Hope that my sinner will lead to forgiving it. I'm still wishing our love ain't forbidden. And doubting our love I was steady believing. Staying together, I'm left for no reason. Gotta stay loyal, can never make treason. But lately I've been thinking it's time to be leaving. I've been no spot left in this, I believe in. Looking for single fresh air to be breathing. Baby, this time kissing you this weekend. Ending our bond, you was holding the weekend. But if we decide one day to make amends, I never wanna go back to being friends. Be it then, I got a mission, I won't let me fall in the depths of my mind. But you keep me from falling there. You gave me wings, but you still made me fall in love. I'm on the other side, but I'm still calling you. I cannot see all the things that I saw in her. Telling myself that she knew she was stalling you. Ball in your eyes, there's no way I'm balling, bro. Always on go, but that might be stopping us. Hold on, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm in the bars like Dove. I'm trying to wash away the dust. Gonna replace it all with a shush. Coming and go, but only you really stuck. Who knew that love could be so very cold? All in that past and that shit is already done.